Yo, what the fuck is going down, everybody? It's your boy, Sauceman X, checking back at you niggas with another goddamn video today. But anyways, man, we're back with another political video in this goddamn bitch. And as I said, we're making lots of fucking political videos in this bitch. And you already see this shit by the title. This video is going to be about socialism, okay? This video is going to be about socialism, which, as I said, I have lots of fucking videos, lots of political videos planned for the future. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel for lots of fucking political content. But you already see this shit. This video is going to be about socialism. And we have a lot, we have a lot of shit to talk about in this fucking video. And in this video, I'm basically going to explain why socialism does not work, okay? Socialism basically does not work, and again, it's ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous that I have to make another video disproving some basic shit that people should know for a fact as of right now, but really no, I'm basically going to prove why socialism does not work, and not only why socialism does not work, but also explaining why it is also immoral. It's literally immoral, and it's theft to enforce any type of socialism. And I'm not just talking about complete socialism. Of course, that would ruin the fuck. Well, of course, you know what I'm saying? Any type of socialism would ruin the economy, but obviously pure, straight up socialism will completely ruin the economy if people don't realize that and know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. But we're also going to be talking about fucking free healthcare, because apparently there's a lot of liberals, a lot of leftists that want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to enforce free healthcare, things like that, or raise the minimum wage, or free college, or just make rich people pay for everything. It is just ridiculous. So it's basically immoral, and it's essentially theft. And it doesn't work. Okay, it literally doesn't work in capitalism. And I'm also explaining why capitalism is literally the way to go. And capitalism pretty much always fucking works, my nigga. So we already know. Okay, we already know that if obviously in the political sphere, a lot of people are talking about socialism and how we need to enforce socialism and all this ridiculous shit, probably one of the biggest political topics, especially considering the fact that the Democratic debates were a few days ago, which I didn't really watch that fucking shit because it's irrelevant as hell. I don't give a fuck about any of the Democrats running for president. Obviously, then, you know what I'm saying? They want to enforce socialism, and they literally want to give free healthcare to illegal immigrants. So that kind of just shows you where their mind is at and how they want to give people who are not even citizens of this country rights and take money away from people who are actually citizens of this country to pay for people that shouldn't even be here to begin with. It is just ridiculous. So we already know, one of the main fucking reasons, I'm going to get into free healthcare and why that shit doesn't work later in the video. I'm also going to get into free college and all this ridiculous that shit. But we already know, we got to talk about what the first fucking thing is, obviously the minimum wage, okay? Minimum wage, which is obviously a form of socialism, and you know what I'm saying? And basically making people, you know what I'm saying? Making people who are working minimum wage, you know what I'm saying, get higher wages so they can have a livable wage just by having a regular fucking pathetic ass job that's supposed to be a temporary job. We don't need to raise the minimum wage. Okay, and obviously Bernie Sanders running for president, he wants to do that shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of other presidential candidates, Democrats, you know what I'm saying, they want to enforce socialism. It is ridiculous. But we already know, I'm going to talk about the complete concept of socialism also and how it basically, you know what I'm saying, a lot of fucked up shit happening. But minimum wage, that does not work. Okay, that literally does not work, okay? And that's one of the basic things that we need to dispel. Minimum wage literally does not work, and at the end of the day, it is just a bunch of fucking people, okay? If you're working minimum wage and you want $15 an hour, get a better job. It's just as simple as that. Okay, the economy is literally not going to be able to handle paying every single people, because like people who work minimum wage job, people who work at fast food restaurants, simple as that. I mean, as simple as that. It's a temporary job. Why would we be giving a livable wage to people who are working a temporary job? Like it's going to be their career. You're not supposed to live. You work at McDonald's, you are not supposed to work there for the rest of your fucking life. So you're not supposed to be paid like you're doing that for the rest of your fucking life. It is just ridiculous. And of course, a lot of people want to say that, oh, the people that run McDonald's corporations, they make a lot of money. So what? Okay, they make a lot of fucking money. That's what they're supposed to do. It's capitalism. It's literally a business. You know what I'm saying? Okay, enforcing $15 per hour literally doesn't make any fucking sense. And here's the thing, if you really wanted to raise the wage, the minimum wage, obviously this is one of the main reasons for why it doesn't work, is obviously it costs money. And that's the problem with a lot of leftists today, is that they really think that sitting here and just, you know what I'm saying, enforcing, you know what I'm saying, anything that feels good to them, they just want to enforce it. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. If they giving people who are poor, giving them more money, oh, that feels good, so we're just going to go ahead and support it to the fullest. When in reality, if you look at the economics of it, it does not make any fucking sense. If you want to enforce minimum wage hours, $15 an hour, you got Bernie Sanders running for president, which, by the way, Bernie Sanders, he doesn't even pay his own fucking employees $15 an hour. He doesn't pay his own damn employees $15 an hour, but he wants to give everyone in the entire country at least $15 an hour. It is just ridiculous. But in order, if you wanted to put $15 an hour, people want to say it works in other countries. This is a different goddamn country, okay? This is a country filled with 100 million people. Our economy wouldn't be able to handle that. You would have to raise the prices. And that's one of the main things. If you really want $15 per hour, you're going to have to raise the prices of all the products that are being sold. So who the fuck If you literally want, and there's people literally radical ass leftists who not only want a $15 per hour minimum wage, they want like a $30 per hour minimum wage. Some of them actually want that shit. Or $20. $20 is even high, way too fucking high. You know what I'm saying? They literally want this much fucking shit, and you're literally, the only way for you to do that is that companies, they're gonna be wasting so much money trying to please all of these fucking greedy ass fucking employees trying to get $15 an hour. They would have to raise the prices of the, you know what I'm saying? If they work in a fast food restaurant, they're gonna have to raise the damn prices. You know what I'm saying? If they raise the damn prices, guess what? People aren't gonna buy it as much. If people don't buy shit as much, you don't get as much business, you don't make as much money. And if you don't make as much money, then the chances of you going out of business are even higher. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you're too busy paying all your employees $15 an hour. You know what I'm saying? You won't even be able to buy high quality products. You know what I'm saying? And literally, the quality of the products that you're selling, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be as high quality, and people are not going to pay for it as much, along with the prices being higher. So it would literally put so many businesses, so many, you know what I'm saying, other than like main fast food chains like McDonald's, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, besides them, they probably wouldn't go out of business, even though they probably get a lot less business, they wouldn't completely go out of business, but other people who, you know what I'm saying, any type of, people who run any type of corporation, they're not as big as McDonald's, they're paying their fucking employees $15 an hour, they would all go out of business. So it would destroy the economy in turn. It would destroy companies who are paying employees $15 an hour because they literally don't need to do it. They literally cannot afford that. And then that would obviously cause a lot more people trying their best to get minimum wage jobs, and then they'll try to make it an entire career profession. It's just ridiculous. So minimum wage doesn't fucking work, and it would just put yourself all the way back. Okay, you think it's going to take you up here, but in reality, people aren't going to be buying shit. People are going to be going out of business. It'll take you lower, and it would completely ruin the economy. So, and why would you want to ruin the economy or change it to the same extent when we literally have the greatest economy in the history of this fucking country? The best economy in the fucking world. Due to capitalism, which capitalism always works, which leads me to my next point. People want free healthcare. Okay, everyone like walking around saying, oh, I want free healthcare. Oh, I want socialized medicine. That is even worse. Okay, that is even worse. And again, the second argument to that is like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? What about people in other countries? What about people in other countries? Like, you know, some random ass fucking countries in the UK or in Europe or some shit like that. Some of their countries have socialized medicine and everything supposedly is working fine, along with minimum wage. They have like $20 minimum wage. Those are different countries. Those are different fucking countries, and they are small as fuck. As I've been saying, as I said earlier in the video, 100 million people, 150 million people. That's just, you know what I'm saying, people in the U.S. Census. 100 million people in this country. You think you can just turn the entire medical system socialist and everything's going to work fine? Just because it works in a country that's small as fuck? Like, no. This is a different country. There's way more people. There's way more people to pay for. So, if people want socialized medicine, the only way for you to do that is by literally overly taxing the rich. And again, that's what democratic socialists want. They want to tax the fucking rich. They want to raise their there's literally I believe that there's socialists, you know what I'm saying, leftists out there who want to raise the fucking taxes for rich people 60%. 60%. Are you fucking kidding me, Monica? That literally does not work. So on to the main point. Socialized healthcare is literally not going to work. And again, who the fuck is going to pay? If people are so goddamn greedy that they want free healthcare, literally free healthcare, not paying for any type of healthcare, free Medicare, anything that involves medicine, hospitals, you know what I'm saying, healthcare professionals, all that shit, everything is free for every single person in this country. Who the fuck is going to pay for that? Okay, 100 million people need healthcare. Who the fuck is going to pay for all 100 million people that don't even have the fucking, they don't even have any sense to even just get health insurance? You know what I'm saying? And every time you see the doctor, whatever, you just have to pay a few fucking dollars. Or if you go in the hospital, you have to pay like, you don't even have to pay like 80% of the bill because you have health insurance. That's not good enough. You want everything free. The only way to do that, and as I said, the only way to literally do that is if you lower all of the wages. So every single healthcare professional, every single doctor, anyone who's involved in medicine, anyone who's involved in any of that shit, all of their wages are going to have to go down. And for 100 million people, they're going to have to go so down. Like, these people are making lots of money. A lot of doctors, they make six figures, like $700,000 a year or more. They are literally, all of their wages are going to completely go down. And what would that cause? People are going to be fucking quitting their job. They won't be able to support the lifestyle that they already have. For just because a bunch of greedy ass Americans want free healthcare. So it's not going to fucking work. It's going to cause a lot of people to quit their fucking jobs. And it's literally going to be to the point where it's not even your career anymore. You're basically just doing charity work for everyone else. And literally, how the fuck will that work? Okay, literally, how the fuck will that work? Why do people want free shit is ridiculous. And the only way for you to not literally lower the fuck out of people's wages to where they're not even able to support themselves at all. You know what I'm saying? People who literally went to college, did all this fucking shit, you know what I'm saying, just to become a doctor. People that are actually in the process of doing that, they're going to be like, fuck this shit. Okay, well, if we're not going to get paid, then we're not going to do this shit. So it's going to be a huge health crisis because people are not going to be willing to do their fucking job. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that permanently to an entire economy, it will completely destroy it. And a lot of people will be quitting their jobs, getting jobs that actually pay just as much to support the lifestyle that they already have. Just because greedy people want free healthcare. You don't even want to pay for your own fucking shit. It is just ridiculous. And that leads me to my next point. So, socialized medicine, that does not work. It will not fucking work in this country, and it will completely destroy the economy. As I said, just pay for your own fucking shit, okay? Don't be greedy as fuck. Pay for your own goddamn shit. It's ridiculous that these socialists are taking it this far. And obviously, free college. And again, the only way, back to the socialized medicine thing, only way for that to actually legitimately work is if you literally make rich people pay for everything. Which again, as I've been saying, rich people, you want to raise the taxes for rich people. Like, oh, rich people, they you know what I'm saying? They fucking, they got these massive ass tax breaks because Donald Trump gave them a tax break. The tax break, not only did the tax break that Trump implemented help the economy, rich people pay the most taxes. People literally need to realize this shit. Rich people pay most of the tax. They pay like 80% of the taxes in America. You do realize that, right? You realize the more money that you make, the more taxes that you pay. So obviously it would make sense that rich people would get a bigger tax cut. And if rich people get bigger tax cuts, corporations get bigger tax cuts, they save a lot more money, they can expand their business more, and that's why the economy is doing so well under Trump. But literally, that's like, you literally want to destroy rich people's lives. You want to make them pay an exuberant amount of taxes just because you want free shit. That's ridiculous. And again, going on to free college, same exact thing. The only way for every single person to get free college is if the top 1% pays for everything. Everything. Literally everything. And that will completely destroy the businesses that they run, you know what I'm saying, the corporations that they run. It's gonna destroy all that shit. And it literally won't fucking work, my nigga. So none of that shit, okay? Basically all that shit doesn't fucking work. And this leads me on to my next goddamn point, is that socialism never fucking works. If you look at it through the actual history, the history of socialism in this fucking country, it has historically not worked, okay? You look at socialist countries, you want to point out all these random ass, you know what I'm saying, countries in fucking Europe or some shit like that, but you look at Venezuela, okay? You literally go in and you look at Venezuela, my nigga. What's happening over there? That is an actual example of a socialist country. That is an actual example. Venezuela. People are fleeing that goddamn country. I heard that the average person in Venezuela has lost 10 pounds. 10 pounds! The average person has lost 10 pounds because socialism does not fucking work. And guess what? Socialism has killed 100 million people within the past 100 years. Because you know what socialism does? Socialism promotes a big government. And that's one of the main fucking things. Socialism promotes a big government. That's the only way you can possibly get all these ridiculous things, because that's what's wrong with the left. Every time something feels good, every time the little idea, political idea feels good, they think they should just put it in act. But socialism economically does not fucking work, and it has killed 100 million people. It has killed 100 million people. Okay, you look at fucking, in socialism always, for the most part, leads to communism. You look at Germany. You see Adolf Hitler. He was a fucking socialist. What happened? He took all the fucking money away from the rich people, which at the time were Jewish people, and put them in fucking concentration camps. You know what I'm saying? And it always leads to communism, because socialism equals a big government. So if you have a big government, you know what I'm saying, that's the only way you can get any of your socialist ideals to happen is literally to promote a big government and basically take people's money away by force. How is that not bad? Literally, how is that not bad? It promotes a big government. We need a small government so people can have more of a freedom to do whatever the fuck they want. And that's exactly what capitalism is. It's exactly what fucking capitalism is. Not taking money away from the rich people, it's making the government smaller. Almost in every occasion where the government becomes a lot bigger, they have an ability to control everything. If they can control your income, imagine what else they can control. That's why they've killed over 100 million people. And socialism always leads to communism. You know what I'm saying? And communism obviously killed millions of people, where they basically can control everything. It is just ridiculous. Capitalism always fucking works. And that's what I keep on saying, my nigga. Capitalism literally always fucking works. Okay, you look at a capitalist society, name one capitalistic society that ended up in a dictatorship. It never happened. It literally never happens, because capitalism is the way to go. Because capitalism promotes a smaller government, obviously compared to socialism and fucking communism. It promotes a smaller government. When you have a smaller government, you have more independent freedom. And you have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. You can create a business anytime you want. You don't have to give your fucking, even though, you know what I'm saying, pure capitalism, you don't have to do it. But obviously, we don't live in a purely capitalistic society, considering the fact that, you know, we have fucking tax cut. We have to pay taxes to begin with. People pay taxes. Obviously, that's kind of like a form of socialism. But for the most part, we live in a capitalistic country. We can do whatever the fuck we want. We can make any type of decision we want. And we can choose, for the most part, choose what we want to do with our money. What's wrong with that? We live in the greatest economy. Capitalism has never killed anyone. But socialism, it would literally destroy the economy. So what tell me to get in the comment section of this shit. It's your boy, the Sauceman X. I'm checking the fucking out of your piece.